we've got Early is Best. And Early is Best is going to tell us all about their wonderful tool that they've created to teach foundation phase children and preschool children the alphabet and things like farm animals. And so making literacy really fun and interactive. Bev is a teacher who has developed the tools, and Wayne has assisted her in this developing. So we are really excited to have Wayne and Bev on the chat to actually share today about their tools. Are you guys around?
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello?
We're just connecting. Good morning. Good morning. How are you both?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for participating.
Can you see us on our screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just trying to get used to your program. So I think we can get started because we've got limited time. So on to you, Bev.
Hi, everybody. I'm Beverly Berger, and I'm the Chief Educator of EarlyIsBest. Why are we called EarlyIsBest? Well, we believe in starting good learning habits from an early age. So when your 3-year-old starts asking, what does this letter say? How do I write my name? You have to have the correct answers, rather than teaching them incorrectly and having to undo and reteach at a later stage, which is way harder and much more confusing. After many years of teaching children to read, I realized that there was confusion amongst what to call the letters of the alphabet. Can you see this? Is this letter called A or A? B or B? Does this say C-A-T or K-A-T? Our educational program is suitable for children anywhere between the ages of 2 and 7, and it starts with the farm scene. This is a very important part and core of our program, where the child learns our unique concept of name and sound, which is carried over into AlphabetLand.
Letters of the alphabet are like the animals who live on a farm. They all have names and make different sounds when they speak. Let's go visit the animals on the farm. Press on each animal and let's hear its name and the sound it makes when it talks.
So hi everyone, my name is Wayne Berger and I'm the managing partner of Arshat Ventures, and we are developers and investors in EarlyIsBest. Just for your interest, this cabbie takes the student around AlphabetLand. Today we have a female avatar, and on this particular stage we prepare the child for phonetics through learning the names and sounds of the animals on the farm.
My name is Horse, and I say...
So I'll just push on a few other animals just so you can see the interaction. A lot of the kids really like it.
My name is Dog, and I say...
And later I'll show you the farm scene in augmented reality.
My name is Cow, and I say...
So next, after the child has completed the farm scene and learned the basics to learn phonetics.
I'm the Cavalier, aeroplane, you know. I will take you to where you want to go, to the land of letters, the alphabet land. Step inside, please, won't you give me your hand? We are flying high in the sky. Look at all the clouds as we pass them by. Jump from your parachute to see where you stand. You have now arrived in AlphabetLand. Welcome to AlphabetLand.
And next we introduce all the letters in the alphabet.
Just like the animals on the farm who have names and make sounds, so too do the letters who live in AlphabetLand have names and they also make sounds. Now let's begin to learn the names of the letters in AlphabetLand and the sounds they make when they speak. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now make sure these letters are said. Keep their names inside your head.
And now the student moves on to AlphabetLand Level 1, and Beverly will explain to you the program.
AlphabetLand is usually a year's program
and learn the
and
sound
done in
it makes
grade R.
when it talks.
We start level 1 with 4 letters. And once the child masters this level, they then move on to the next level, finally completing the alphabet. Repetition is key and happens throughout the program. Focus at this point is more on the sound and the lowercase letter, and the name of the letter and the uppercase letter is introduced incidentally at this stage. We follow a phono-visual picture approach. The child hears the sound, sees the letter, and remember what the letter looks like through the picture clue. This is a multi-sensory approach, which is the best way of learning.
My name is A, and I say A for apple. My name is C, and I say K for cat. My name is T, and I say T for tap.
So here you can see we are using a teach, test, reteach approach, which is the best method of teaching. Mrs. Cavey is teaching the learner the names of the sounds, the names of the letters, and the sounds they make. In the next part, you will see her test the learner. She will praise them when they get it correct, and she will tell them to try again if they get it incorrect. The final phase is when the child is presented with the letters without the picture clue, and the child has to identify the sound without this clue.
My name is D, and I say D for duck. Find D for duck. Well done. I am D for duck. Find A for apple. Well done. I am A for apple. Find T for tap. Well done. I am T for tap. Find K for cat. Well done. I am K for cat. Find D for duck. Try again, please. Well done. I am D for duck. Find A for apple. Well done. I am A for apple. Find K for well done. I am K for cat. Find T for tap. Try again, please. Well done. I am T for tap.
Positive reinforcement is also key, and children are rewarded with applause, balloons, and different rosettes.
Just for your interest, we are able to capture each student's progress on the game and all the rosettes that they earn.
So from here, the child, once they have learned the first 4 letters, they will then move on to level 2, then later 3, 4, 5, and 6. The benefits of AlphabetLand are that parents, caregivers, teachers, and children will all benefit from playing this program or listening to the program. It is fun, interactive, and children learn through play. They have so much fun that they actually don't even know how much they are learning. It is self-correcting, so children can work on their own, and they also can work at their own pace. It can be used alongside any other reading program. It can be played on a tablet or a phone in a one-on-one situation or a group situation in the classroom, depending on the number of tablets available. It doesn't replace the teacher, but it works alongside the teacher, and it frees her up to work with different ability groups. It can be used as a revision or a teaching program at home for homeschooling, and has been most useful during these COVID times.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just showing a video of actually my son using the alphabet cards. And
Wow, cool. Cool, Daddy. You made it better.
he's saying there that we've made it better. And what this does, the augmented reality really just opens up a new environment in terms of learning.
Wow, cool.
Close that. And what I'm going to do now, it's a little bit difficult to show you guys. I'm okay, you are seeing this screen. I'm going to stop sharing because you don't need the sharing screen. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the AlphabetLand AR for the airplane scene. What this is one type of AR where we are going to show a video when it picks up the card. So if you look at there's the card, and if I put it over there, it brings up the video of the airplane scene. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go next into the letters as you saw with my son. So we're going to do S for snake. I'm just going to go back to the screen. I'm going to do, S for snake. How could I get that wrong? And I'm going to push play. And when it picks up the card,
my name is S, and I say S for snake.
You can see that the snake, if you can see there, the snake and Miss Cavi are jumping out of the card. Let me just do one more card.
My name is M, and
so I don't know
I
if you
say
can see that. I see there's a bit of a glare.
For monster.
But all the cards trigger the information. And that's one type of augmented reality. And now this type is very interesting. This is now interactive. So I'm going to click on the farm scene. What we're going to see, if you can see behind me, there's the farm scene card. When I push play, when the card picks it up, you can see they jump out. And let me push on the pig.
My name is Pig, and I say.
So it's very interactive. There's lots of different ways that we can engage with this type of content.
My name is Horse.
And very exciting, the possibilities. Thank you guys so much for your time. If you want to find anything out about EarlyIsBest, you can go to EarlyIsBest.com. Please shoot the questions that you have, but remember everything's available on EarlyIsBest.com.
Do explain it. When it is igloo or ice. Or
You under or unicorn.
okay. So the way you do that is exactly what we teach in our program. Sometimes letter E says its name I. So when it's in igloo, it says the sound igloo. But when it's in ice, it says its name, I. So sometimes a letter can say its name, and sometimes it can say its sound. So A would be for under, that's the sound, but sometimes it says its name, U, as in unicorn. Does that help you?
What
Wayne,
age
sorry.
group do you recommend children start with your program?
Well, the farm scene is for the younger child, obviously, and it all depends on the ability of the child. You can start not too young. The farm scene you can start at 2, and I'd say it depends on your child.
We've had kids starting
Okay,
as
thank
young
you.
as 2. Just a question from Alette over there. Wayne,
Okay,
do you also have Afrikaans version, or is the program only in English? At the moment, the program's only in English. We do want to do, actually, we're trying to work on all the South African languages. The only issue that we do have is that when it comes to the alphabet, the farm scene is pretty easy to add a new language. But when it comes to the alphabet, you know, each letter has to be considered. And remember, we use a phono-visual approach. So we do need to add a visual that relates to the letter. And that's where it gets a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, I think the concept is amazing. And perhaps there's some teachers out there who are linguists in their different languages, and you could also approach them in terms of that as well.
Very much so. We like to be collaborative in our work. So we ideally would like to work with lots of educators. We believe that so many different educators have interesting techniques and skills. We sort of focused on Bev's core skills to start off AlphabetLand and EarlyIsBest Education, but the plan is to grow the content base and really to complete the curriculum from early childhood development all the way into grade 3.
Yeah, so thank you. Your sharing is incredible, and the range of technology, the way you've incorporated, really, I think could have a really positive impact in terms of children remembering, especially Bev, by the way you explain, you're using so many senses. And in the video where you showed like the movement that the children are doing, it's not that they're just on the device, they're actually engaging with the content, with the cards, they're moving around, they're not sitting still. So there's so many other kinds of aspects in terms of how you're using it. I really think that it would inspire little children to want to learn the alphabet, to want to go and play.
Exactly.
That's it.
I mean, just on the augmented reality side, we really enjoy playing like little types of treasure hunts where they've got to go find the letter. There are other ways to use the content in other exciting ways, but in the beginning, just to get that repetition, you say, well, go find that letter in this room or do something, and they run around looking for the letters, and when they find it, they use it. So it's just another way to introduce the content and to keep the repetition going.
So for those of you who haven't picked up Wayne and Bev's details, if you go onto the deck with the program, you'll see the details are there, and you can contact them for this amazing product. We will also be sending out further information next week. But there's a question there about hearing impaired. Are you looking at anything around that?
Well, from our side, look, on the hearing impaired, one of the sensories is the audio. So there still is the visual, and you still get the sort of visual benefit from the current program. We have had kids, you know, I know it's not hearing impaired, but that have speech issues, that have they are older than, let's say, the learning group, but they've been using the cards to actually work on their pronunciation. So regarding, you know, hearing impaired, it's a little bit more difficult, for us to make a program because you'd need to use other sensories. But in terms of, other issues, yes, we are assisting.
I think that it could be used, let's say, with a sign language teacher who could take over during the program. So instead of hearing the sound, they would see the sound in the sign language as well as the written. So you'd use the sign language in conjunction with the program.
And I think that would be really a great addition, to be honest. What I love about digital, you can build something once, and you can, you build it once and it can be used multiple times. Just for interest's sake, we have a pilot project with 800 kids with Nkosi-Mnanzana. They've had excellent results with the program. And I saw a question asking about government. Look, we're very interested in working with government. Our core reason to start this was to be able to to teach kids, offline. The program works offline, but to teach all South African kids alphabet recognition and start them on their literacy journey with the right principles in place. We can, just for interest's sake, make the app absolutely free on the App Store for South Africans. We are looking to work with government institutions and companies that really think this is a good initiative. And as mentioned before, once this is out there, we do want to keep building on this it's a literacy infrastructure.
So thanks, Wayne and Bev. I'm really excited that you've shared